Welcome back to Let's Play Rome Total War Carthage campaign, episode the 157th with me, Squawk. And when we left off, we had, well, it doesn't need any explanation, we'd accomplished a goal. Like a really big goal. Like one of the biggest goals, like one of my top to-dos. And that to-do, the top to-do, was to see that the Julii were done. They are gone. They are eliminated. Another wicked tentacle of that Senate has been severed and cauterized. Oh, it feels good, doesn't it? Yes. With the Julii no more, the Brutii are now our last obstacle in between me and conquest of Rome. We are already underway with an invasion of their lands, however the Brutii are mobilising to stop me, but I could just over-mobilise now and stop them. Since it's so far the Egyptians have very little interest in attacking my Hellenic territories, the garrisons of Apollonia and Salona will be redirected into taking Tarentum and basically controlling this part of Italy. So, that's what I'm with today. That's our goal. And since, you know, I mean, we're going a bit meta, you know, for people who are watching it in the here and now rather than, I don't know, whenever you're watching it, whenever you get the chance to watch it. It's a bank holiday weekend, so it's going to be a 4-episode week. Or, you know, this weekend there'll be 4 episodes. A Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and a Monday. It's a bank holiday. I'm actually on annual leave very soon, so that means there'll be a whole other week. So I think I'm going to see if my promise through that this campaign will be finished before the end of a month. Because I would love to kick June off with some Medieval too, and also maybe some Thrones of Britannia. It will be a Thrones of Britannia campaign, but yeah, at some point next week we will be having some Thrones of Britannia gameplay, or at least, you know, my first impressions. They probably won't be as articulated as other Total War YouTubers, but since I've never played Attila Total War or Total War Attila, so I know it's based off the same engine, but, you know, I'll just give my little few pennies. Anyway, enough intro. Let's pick up where we left off. So let's start off in southern Italy, our primary area, because right now we basically just kicked off with the attack on Salona and we did it. So now we want to focus our efforts on Croton and Capua. As it stands so far, Captain Tertius has redirected his forces to say hello to Captain Myceton. So Captain Tertius' movement range at the minute is actually quite limited, so he might be able to get the drop on him and try and escape him for now, while we send, basically Croton has put a garrison up. But I'm thinking what we could try and do with Myceton is, in a way I want to try and get him to Croton, because what I want to do with Croton is, the garrison's getting quite big, and dealing with it in a siege might prove to be a little disadvantageous. But since it's going to take the Brutii time to mobilise their troops, we may be able to hold the town to ransom for a turn or so, which would just give me a little advantage. So that's actually what we're going to do. And by the way, am I blockading or are the Britons blockading? I don't know.
Engage the enemy.
But yeah, that's going to be our first move. We're going to make a move against Croton, and we're going to send them for troops from Apollonia as well to make a move against Tarentum. But we're going to hold this town to siege, and we are going to work on a couple of siege towers as well. Can't really work on many because I haven't really got many troops capable of using them, so it's just going to be on the 2. We actually need an extra onager to take these walls down anyway, so we actually don't have we're actually not capable of attacking the city, but we can try and wear that garrison down. Now meanwhile, in terms of Captain Tertius, we do need to try and avoid him, or even better yet, if Admiral Philosia could extract you, and then we can try and get you moved to a position a little bit more favourable to yourself. Captain Tertius may come and try and challenge us over here, but no other major Brutii forces should reach us in time, so we should have an okay chance of doing, you know, putting in an effort there, right? Meanwhile in Apollonia, so what army we do have is, we do have quite a few troops, probably enough to definitely take Tarentum. I mean, we actually have enough troops here to probably launch a sufficient attack on Croton. In a way, if we could maybe lure more Brutii troops, Croton could be where we could absolutely crush the Brutii, but there's definitely a few armies that we need to be crushing, so I think I would like Jubagisco to take basically effectively his entire troop really, and head on down. So I mean, because his troop isn't really fantastically large, so that's what I'm going to authorise really. I mean, Apollonia may have a bit of a public order-ish, but then again it's because the taxes are quite high, so yeah, I think we'll get away with it. So I mean, let's see what we're taking. We're going to take 3 Sacred Band Cavalry, 4 Sacred Bands, 2 onagers, 2 slingers, 1 skirmisher, unit of 20, Might leave a pony behind, actually. Leave a pony behind us just in case. Because, yeah, someone needs to pick up the dirt now, so, right. First things first, swap these out for growth, and it might just go in my favour. Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna be a little iffy, so do a mass peasant drive. There we go. That'll keep the peeps happy for a little bit. Right, cool. Right, Giskin, I want you to drop your... How far is service melee is gonna go? Right, service melee will be fine. Tarentum, we kind of need to do it in 1 or 2 turns, really. So for now, drop your dudes off. We're not going to make it to Tarentum this turn, but as you can see, we're going to be giving the Brutii a lot to think about. Giskin, initiate a blockade as well. Make sure, the Brutii probably don't have any trade at all at this point, but yeah, we're strangling them to death now. But right, this is going good, right. We also need to shore up our defences in the north, just to make sure we're prepared to take down any Brutii incursions and any Senate incursions as well. They're definitely getting ready for a fight now at this point. Spy, have we got someone in Capua? No, we don't. Right, get yourself in Capua. Watch the city, just observe the nearby area. That's all I really want you doing right now. Mr. Diplomat, you're just not very good at bribing people, are you? So, I don't know, go bribe that army if you want, or just go and exist somewhere. Actually, we could maybe just buy out Titus Propertius. I mean, he likes property. See if you can make your way over there, buy him out. In one way, I would like the pleasure of killing him in battle, but the other, at the same time, I don't have the time to kill him in battle. So, yeah, but either way, one way or another, I want him out of my hair, and Captain Magaladungus of Kuntamagungus needs to be dealt with as well. Captain Yutpan, you gathering medial lane, because that's where we're gathering a bunch of troops. Captain Juba, you are of Mediolanian descent, I know. Deal with Captain Magaladungus, and then we can start preparing our first army to attack Rome. But for now, we're preparing our first army to attack some iffy, stinky rebels, because I guess we've got to do our warm-up. So, let's just get on with it. We don't outnumber, we're actually outnumbered by about 4 men, and but yeah, the builders are great. 2 naked fanatics, 2 warband, a peasant, and a cavalry. Naked fanatics probably going to be the only unit with some sort of staying power, but to be honest, they are extremely vulnerable to hammer and anvil attacks. They usually just flop as soon as one occurs, so I don't really have any doubts on this one going wrong. So let's just make sure that, you know, we don't make any mistakes, of course, but I think we should do it.
The bloody day has come. This will be the last for many, come what may. Our enemies will fall today! So, let your battle cries ring out clear and loud! Death! Death and glory!
Right, death, glory, all that lovely stuff, so let's just get moving. Right.
Await my orders.
Bit snowy by the way, which is not great for us, because that means the enemy will have a minor advantage over us because of snow. Because that's what warband love to do. Anyway, spearmen, you're on the flank because you've got to be monitoring for the cavalry. Iberians, you're at the back just providing support. Onagers, oh god, it's going to be a bit iffy for you. Oh wait, we could just put the onagers there. Keep a unit of cavalry nearby in case I get charged for... Actually, no, just put both the cavalry here. There we go, right, done. Sorted. Right, let's move out, kill the enemy. We know what we're doing, I'll let the onagers just have their fun first. So, let's just get on with it. And the enemy has to plod over. Onagers, see if you can get over there and try and give them a little bit of hassle. Cavalry, you hold your position. Infantry, I would suggest you do the same. I want the first task to be just trying to hit something like, I mean, yeah, we've got these guys in that range, so, yeah. Once more, I mean, I find, I mean, I actually have I'm going to admit, I've started practicing on Medieval 2 now, because I'm doing a campaign soon, or at least I have played 1 or 2 multiplayer battles out of, not boredom, but, ooh, good hit. I've been learning the multiplayer a little bit because I am allegedly supposed to be collabing with someone, even then I'm supposed to be collabing on an entirely different Total War, which I've... Well, I actually have played in my life before, but by played, I mean played the demo for about 10 minutes and then worked out my computer couldn't run it because it was at a time when I didn't really understand what minimum specs were. But, yeah, I played 1 or 2 battles on Medieval 2, and I think one little takeaway I've got from just a few random skirmishes is, really, the more time you spend blowing up the enemy with missiles, the better you'll be, because basically, yeah, except really... Obviously on multiplayer that doesn't really work, but I found that trying to just find little choke points to use missiles is always nice and effective, so I'm going to try and you know, equip that knowledge to the campaign, which is, you know, what we're doing. We're letting the onagers do with what they want to do with first. So we're trying to hit as close as we can. I don't think we can actually get that thing any closer in terms of movement, so we are just targeting that one unit now. But anything that does that happen to get hit is always welcome to get killed as well. But yeah, the enemy does kind of have a slight advantage on us just through the ability to hide. But as you can see, still getting 1 or 2 more hits on there, so that is always beneficial and advantageous. You know, they have spread themselves quite wide, so I mean, it is still a bit of a catch-22 situation on how you want to deploy when dealing with this artillery. If you deploy tight, one lucky shot is going to absolutely wreck you. But if you deploy wide, you're still more likely to get hit and then take casualties. So it really is a iffy situation. I mean, it's really a case of, do you want to roll the dice and hope that you don't get blown up while being quite tight, or do you want to spread yourself wide and hope that, you know, you'll have a better chance of trying to hide? Anyway, Onager, you just do what you want to do. I mean, we're nearly out of ammo at this point. You know, not the most effective run today, obviously, because of the hiding units, but you know what? We have knocked out quite a few of those warbands, so that's just a few less of them for my units to worry about, and that'll probably make them a little easier to run. Right, anyway, Poenis, shall we move our line in and get ready to attack, please? Iberians, you can go and deal with the warband if you want. Spears, keep it down the flank. Cavalry, begin to move around. Either way, the enemy, I know the enemy's hiding, but I know where they are at. I never just deployed in one big line. I mean, I've noticed that some of them have caught fire recently, so they've left their corpses behind in a very bad attempt at trying to mask their own death. So yeah, the jig is up, lads. I know where you are. You're busted. Also, they just busted themselves there by moving everywhere. So well done, guys. You're definitely getting a prize. Right, Libyan spears. What have I got inbound? Naked fanatics. How about no way Jose? Right, send a unit of Poenis to intercept them. Poenis, I want you to also try and intercept those guys. Poenis, you monitor this flank. Iberians, you know what? You just go for the peasants, because I just know it's a guarantee you'll kill the peasants. So I'd rather it play out like that. Except the enemy is just shifting their line here, there, and everywhere. So right, let's split off a little bit. Right, you two make a subgroup and deploy yourselves here. You're going to deal with the naked fanatics. You can just mop up what's left of the warband, and the cavalry can support you in that. And Iberians are going right for the centre. But that's how I want to play it, because as you can see, we're forming our flanks now, and the enemy is just going to charge it anyway, because these guys are fanatical and very, very naked. So they don't exactly have much regard for their own personal safety, and that's really going to just cause them to rout very quickly. I mean, they're already starting to waver. Right, you get in there and deal with those barbarian peasants. You start moving your formation in. Cavalry, showtime. I'd get you sped up right now. Libyan spears, by the way, you can try and get yourself back in this battle. Right, anyway, that's a few of the naked fanatics gone. So right, keep moving in. Iberians, ooh, we're shaking a little bit. Come on, guys, you can do it. I know you can do it. I'm gonna put my faith in you, in your ability to do tasks. Right, you guys are having a little bit of an issue that you're being flanked, and it's starting to cause us to lose men. So I suggest quickly readjust your formation and try and fight the enemy on a better angle. Right, what are we doing over here? Right, you guys get in there and go for the attack. You two clean up that general. He seems to have wandered off. I think he was chasing you, so nice one on luring him out away from his men. Poenis, that was an excellent change of formation there. You managed to pull that off with barely any hitches, so well done. Looks like one guy didn't quite make it back to the formation in time, but either way, we are now fighting in a much more advantageous situation to ourselves. They're going to break very soon.
The enemy general flees like a frightened child. Now attack and break the will of his followers.
Well done, lads. You've done a very good job. Right. Cavalry's coming in now for the big finish. You guys, I want to not focus on those. I mean, they're not even interested. You'll see, should be all right. Right, Iberians aren't doing too fantastic, but yeah. One of you get right in there. We've got the opportunity now just to pull off a big old hammer and anvil. Libyan spears, I want you to be ready, because I don't think those Iberians are going to hold much longer. They're really trying, but they're not going to last much longer. It looks like we are still breaking the enemy outright now. So right, one of you just go and finish off those naked fanatics. Get up, let's go. Right.
These men are perfect. They are running from the battle in terror.
Right, get your kills in, lads. Get your kills in. Get any XP you can get. That'll hopefully get you promoted or not promoted, or Once more, however, the way the weird XP system works in this game, either way, the more units you kill, the better you've done. So I think you lot have done absolutely fantastic today. Hello, on and just bad. I didn't mean to zoom all the way over to you. But yeah, nice little performance there. Don't think I had too many losses. I had a couple of losses, but overall, you know, quite minor. Obviously, you're going to lose a few men when dealing with Naked Fanatic. You know, they, even if morale and armour isn't fantastic, you know, they do definitely put in the effort with their swords, so they have a little bit of staying power. But overall, our losses are pretty minor, so I think overall it is pretty much a success. I mean, I think the only unit that took this slightly serious losses was this one, and it was because at one point it was flanked, but I think when it went head on, I mean, I think then we just had it sorted, really. Anyway, we'll just chase down whatever's left of this little enemy. I bet we can call it a day. Well, not a day on the episode, of course. No. We just call this a battle, don't we? Anyway, we'll just chase out whatever's left. I'm trying to work out what is left. Oh, it's just that one dude there. I was wondering why I couldn't see it. Right, get rid of it. Get rid of it. Come on.
Victory lies in your grasp, and there is nothing the enemy can do but run.
Good job, lads. Nice little clear out. Made my land's a little safer. And that's a rebel dealt with. Anyone got any XP? Yay, the Iberian infantry actually leveled up. Well done, Iberian infantry. With a little round of applause for the Iberians, please. Well done, lads. It's nice to see my lower tier units get some recognition. Anyway, you enjoy your victory, Juba, and make your way to Mediolanium for retraining and everything else, except we were a bit full now. Oh dear. Right, well, let's get... Basically, any unit that isn't full gets to go back in, so... You lot in, you lot needs to be in for retraining. I'll just deploy. You know what, yeah, you know what, Libyan Spearman, you sit this one out. So you lot head off to Segesta. Oh, you know, a better way, stay there because Mediolanium will need to deploy its army very soon. Mediolanium, just retrain whatever needs retraining and then start preparing a new unit of Sacred Band. But I want this army marching out, and we're going to use it to start whittling down the Senate, or better yet, try and deal with these two around here. Batavium, how are we looking on our army? We're nearly ready now. We're 2 units shy of being able to march out, so we've got our slingers. We haven't got any skirmishers in this army. I'd recommend maybe using these last 2 slots for skirmishers, because we've got cavalry, we've got Poenes. No Sacred Band, however, but this city isn't capable of producing Sacred Band, so yeah, you know what, let's go for 2 units of skirmishers, and I'm just going to stack them this time just because then it's done. So yeah, 2 units of skirmishers and we're sorted here. Excellent. Right, what else needs doing? You have moved this turn, haven't you, Mr. Illyria? Or maybe you haven't. Right, 30%, 77. Go and deal with Galerius Figulius. Oh, Brutii, I'm keeping your family tree nice and pruned back now, because you never know, I may be able to just take you out through, well, stealthy means instead of battle-y means, which will mean then I can just walk in and slice up your last few towns. And, oh, there he goes. Right, Brutii is getting a bit precarious for you now, isn't it? I mean, who is left? I mean, especially now that you know, Juba is now a killer and a superior assassin. Oh, God, yeah, look at him. He's getting quite big for his boots. Right. I mean, we've got a 30% chance to take out Melius, who is just a family member, so let's see, we've got no one here. We've got one of them here, the leader, Decius the Builder now. He's currently lurking in Tarentum, he'll be dealt with. So it looks like the last guy must be in Croton, or he's not in Croton. Oh, right. Do they not have a hair then? No hair, no hairs, or whatevers? Right, whatever. Looks like things aren't going well then for the Brutii. We're about to run out of family members. Good. 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 That'll be well, maybe in some ways an unsatisfying way to finish them off, but in other ways a hilarious way to finish them off. Right, so let's see what else needs doing then. So we've moved really our troops from Greece and all of that. We are actively recruiting additional troops here, but you know what? I think these cities here on the eastern seaboard we're going to be using against Egypt because, yeah, I know some people do want an attack on Egypt to take place, but we are going to finish off the Romans first. But let's start getting ready for our final push really into Asia Minor towards Phoenicia. Ideally, I want control of these cities here, and I want control of Rhodes, Salamis, and Tyre itself. Tyre is the big thing that we will need to go for. I mean, it's just here, nestled on that coastline. I mean, it's Sidon. Sidon is the one I want. Antioch, maybe not. I'm not very interested in. We've got epic Egyptian wars here as well. And Jerusalem, I have no interest in. It is just Sidon I want now. Sidon is my final goal. X-Men, well, we'll have managed to reenact Dido's revenge. Right. So, who is left to move? We've dealt with you, Northern Italy. Mediolanum is getting ready. Patavium's getting ready. Rhymnium, let's start prepping some more troops. So, let's see, we're building up a nice little base here. Get some more, no, not a diplomat, get some infantry ready. Arretium, you're looking good now. Maybe a few too many ologists, you know what? What are left for ologists in here? Right, you know what? Yeah, shift these two lads off to Rhymnium, please. And, yeah, we're looking not too bad here now. Just retrain what can be retrained. And get one unit of Sacred Band Cavalry ready. And then we'll move on to whatever needs to do next. I'm going to use, I think Arretium might be used more for dealing with the Senate. I'm very wary that they may attack us soon, so that's one of the most alert of. Segesta, I think we have popped a few more people in your territory, but for now, let Agiricus focus on growing the town. The population is still not sustainable for basically growing additional troops, so I would rather stay still and get focused on additional recruitment. We could send for additional troops from other towns and also maybe deal with the pirates who have suddenly become very numerous, but this is probably what's left of the Julii, so yeah, because they've all got Roman names. Right, Jubal, what are you? You're a Quinquerine, right? You're going to be against the odds. Oh wait, you're not against the odds, right? Syncum.
We are supreme!
You are very supreme. Thank you for dealing with us. I mean, yeah, there'll be a few Julii navies now, but I just need finishing off at the end of the day. But at least now, basically, a victory will mean they are sunk forever. So you make your way over to Corralis, please. And you'll be dealt with a little later on, my very good admiral. And, right, what are we up to? Budashum, finish him off, please. Excellent. Alright, you dock up in Carthage for now and await further orders. Right, any other pirates left? I know there's a couple near Croton, actually. These are just rebel navies. Imagine if I was just called Roman pirates or something. Well, Italian pirates maybe, right? You, finish them off. Thank you. They'll only attack us if we don't attack them. Right, back to blockading the docks. Yeah, I think that's really near enough. All the pirates cleared out for now, and it's all the ones I'm concerned about. I know there's a few here. Well, there's Egyptians here, and there's also the actual pirates, the pirate pirates. You're on your way to help though, so deal with them. Luckily, the Egyptians haven't decided to help, which is very fortunate, because that would just be the Egyptians being absolute slags, but we can always finish the Egyptians off now as well. He's just going to sail away, right? He'll be dealt with another day. Right, make your way up to... Oh, where are we going to get you some parking? We can park you in Thessalonica for today. Cydonia's doing fine for now, by the way. Let Cydonia just continue growing. Right. So, let's just start working on our recruitment stuff, because I think we're done for battles and troop movements, apart from maybe in the south. We've got you. We're heading to try and intercept Captain Amonos. So I want you to put yourself on basically Amonos' exterior border of movement. So if you go there, he might. I mean, we might have Apries try and come and say hello. So it's going to be a bit of a risk. But let's see if we can try and lure an Egyptian army over and try and take it out in the deserts. Which is a bit risky, but at the same time, I think it's going to be the best course of action. We do have a new general ready now. We have Hiram Arsino ready to lead an army. So, Bifees, get in there. Start retraining whatever needs retraining. We'll basically prepare to tag in. Then we'll have two armies on the go. Hadrimentum, you just bob into Thapsus for now and just await further orders. But we are taking the man with a nice hat. So, man with a nice hat, do you want to start moving your troops? Even though the town just is consistently shrinking, isn't it? So, right. Oh, public order got better, actually, so this guy must be a better governor, right? Abdinal Cartena, you start heading in to basically play with some Egyptians. Any good mercs you can have? I could give you some Libyan mercenaries, but you know what? I'm not going to give you any for just this second. I've only just noticed, by the way, we are actually pretty much devoid of missile cav, barring elephants, by the way. How weird is that? Carthage, what are we up with in Carthage? We are just recruiting, so that's cool. Captain Byfees, are we going to deal with Captain Tabert? Oh, he's going to run away. Right, finish him off. Right. It's just unit peasants and skirmishers, so this should be quite easy. So let's just get in there and get him dealt with. Then that's one more little rebel army cleared out of my lands and not bugging me anymore. Yeah, because I don't like those bugging me.
Today is a good day to die, but better still to live and tell our grandchildren of brave deeds and braver men. By tomorrow, our sword arms will ache from overuse.
Excellent speech, right. Gonna be pretty simple then. Right, Poenies, you're the main line. Skirmishers, you're the front line. And cavalry, you're just here. Might not be using you anyway because I'd rather not have Sacred Band cavalry randomly dying. Right, slingers, get in there. Start doing what you need to do. Poenies, you can stay back if you want. Cavalry, just keep yourself somewhere useful. Either way. I think in a one-on-one fight, our slingers should be capable of winning this just because of their direct fire or whatever. Basically, slingers are just better because I said so. And also, my slingers are trained and they actually are better equipped. So slingers are going to start lobbing off their first few stones. Also, yeah, my guys have better range. So yeah, these guys actually have to walk into battle anyway, and I've just absolutely wiped them with one volley. So yeah, you guys are fucked, aren't you? Oh yeah, look at that. Their morale's already like really proper dipping as well. They are going to start running their peasants in there. So right, Poenies, I'll get ready. Right, you ready, guys? Pull back to the Poeni line. Oh wait, they're faking us out. Right, Poenies, halt. Slingers, get back in it. They're not really retreating. They're not really trying to charge us. Instead, they were just hoping that I was going to throw more stones at their backs and absolutely wipe them down again. Slingers, just keep this up. This is very good target practice and probably a good way to get you a promotion in terms of your XP. So start building up those chevrons is all I'm going to say to you, really. I mean, just keep them coming. Keep these amazing volleys coming because I know. Whoop, nice one. Right, we're going to come in for their big run again. Right, get another volley out. Good volley. You can do one more. You can do one more. Good volley. Right. Back to our line. And oh, they're faking out again. Right. Get another volley out. We've got the back shoot. Perfect shot. Right in the back of the head, please. And kaboom. Look at that. That was like 20 of them dying there. That is just absolutely fantastic. Right. Focus fire on the javelins now. It looks like they want to fight, but well, I say they want to fight, but not close enough to fight. They're close enough to get lobbed stones at us, so there we go. That's them just taking even more casualties. Down to 38 now, lads, and you haven't even done a single thing. Come on. Don't make this a flawless victory now, you know. It would be absolutely terrible if it was just to end up with me winning because, well, you hadn't bothered to get a single kill, but, well, let's face it, these guys are basically losing their morale now. These peasants can't be doing well. These peasants somehow have actually managed to maintain morale. It's probably because they've got the general, but sooner or later he's going to take a stone right to the face. Right. Pull out. And he runs away. God, you guys are so reliably stupid, aren't you? I think that's what I love about these guys. I can just rely on their absolute brain-dead tactics, and it just, I mean, they must feel so accomplished when my guys start running away. It's not them faking me out, it's actually I'm faking them out. I mean, by the way, this unit has just been nearly entirely demolished, and yes, I see you've earned your first chevron. Shall we go for two? 2 units wiped out, 2 chevrons earned. I think that'd be a good thing, because that's the skirmishers completely gone now, so it's just the peasants now. So there we go. Ooh! Finish them off, lads. That was perfection, or at least I think they're going to get away from you now, so you can try and get a shot out if you want, but it's looking like it might be the cavalry who finishes this job now. So cavalry, start moving in to finish it off. Slingers, call it a day. You've done very well to get that promotion today. You've completely earned it. It was nearly all on you. I mean, look at all that kills you done. I mean, I guess this was just a random weapons test to show how good slingers are for taking down lightly armoured units, because when in the right position, they absolutely fucking whomp, and that's all I can say. They just completely batter them. So there you go. Slingers are pretty useful. Also, watch out for me faking you out, because it's very obvious when I'm faking you out, and, well, those guys somehow fell for it still. So, yeah, boo, sucks to be them. Cavalry, just do your job now. Wipe them all out, please. That's the next charging for a bit weird and abstract because we're charging down a hill again, but I'll complain about hills another day. For now, just take that captain out, please. What was his name again? Tabit or something? More like dead man.
And no one can argue that it is not both well-deserved and worthy.
Well done, lads. Now go find yourself some shelter, because it looks like it's a very hot day there today. And by the way, flawless victory, not one casualty. That is what I like to see. Maybe the captain would get himself a promotion.
Victory is ours, mighty one.
But he doesn't, so right.
Orders?
Captain Byfees, continue making your way to Thapsus, please, and await further orders there. Right. That was a pretty cool thing to do, and I know we still have some rebels. Oh my god, even more rebels. Fuck's sake, man, right. Vas, I'm not even going to bother, right. Oh, shall I bother? Vacasivelanus of Massilla, you mean the town I own, it has now risen up in rebellion, right?
Sire.
We don't know what he has. What he probably has is something that's designed to get in my way. Prepare some troops. I am not having Mitunes, Abusius turn around. Oh fuck, your ship sailed away, didn't it? Right. Just walk it. You can deal with the Italians, right? Get moving, right?
No more moves,
but yeah.
Orders?
You are, I mean, you are not in a position to deal with him, but right, you can just make your way, take a long way around to Naba Martius, or wherever I'm sending you today. Naba Martius, you do have a couple of troops I could use, but for now, let's just play the waiting game on this loser. But we are recruiting some extra units just to use. Actually, no, don't bother with us, guys. Go get some slingers. They're always more useful for me, aren't they? Right. So what we've got here, we've still got this guy left to deal with. His army is just about wiped out, though, so I need to retrain it anyway, right? Retrain, and then you're getting another go at it. But don't think I'm very pleased with you, by the way, Mr. Lambasis. I still think you fucked that one up a bit. And I'm not going to take any responsibility for the defeat. You'll get an extra unit of Libyan spearmen to help you this time, because I'm going to be nice. Captain Abidus, where are you heading, by the way? You are another peasant train, right? Cool. Scalabis, why are we rioting again? Must we always be rioting? We must always be rioting, because as long as this guy's basically in control, everything's always going to go wrong. If I move you out, will this town sulk less? Well, actually, the population starts shrinking. Great. So you are both a plague and a saviour. Well done, you. Right. Yeah. Still, I think now is a time where we'll just make sure every town's doing something useful. But even then, we are getting low money. I'm noticing a few towns are shrinking though, and I don't like that. Even when we've like kept the taxes low, we're still suffering with some losses. So yeah. I mean, have we upgraded this place as high? I mean, yeah, we've got public baths, so I mean, that's about as good as it gets, really. It's just all that squalor, really. That's really getting it down. I mean, actually, we are growing here, but we are barely growing. Yeah. Got to deal with something there. We just got to deal with something. I mean, any other towns shrinking at the minute? Any town being a bit of a shrinky dink? Let's have a little look. I wish I could do it. Oh, I can order it by. Can I order it by population then? Right, cool. So we have got. I mean, if it's stagnant, I'll let it off for now. But anyone's shrinking. Corduba's shrinking, but that's because it's got a plague. No, actually, nowhere else is shrinking. Right, that's good. That's fine by me. Right, we're out of money anyway, so I think we are going to now just jump to the next turn, observe our enemies, and prepare for attacks on the Brutii or attacks by the Brutii. Either way, I'm doing a lot to annoy the Brutii today, aren't I? Oh well. It's been a long time coming. They used to be my old play pal. And then, well, we just kind of lost touch. But now, we're back to where we picked off. Let old wounds never die again. Or at least this time, I'm exterminating it for good. With a big old flamethrower to cauterize it, except my flamethrower is in fact a big old elephant ready to stomp you. End the turn, please.
Besieged.
Right, so the Brutii have made a move, but it wasn't really a very good one, so we'll deal with that in a minute. For now, it looks like I got the Brutii really more or less where I want them. But let's just jump through all our details and see what's going on. So yeah, Arimnium has come under siege. It will be... That situation will change within a turn, or we will be sallying forth out of there, and we will be saying, hang about, mate, that ain't happening. Or I might send reinforcements, because I have onagers, so... Need to draw the Brutii out. Are you able to get to the area? Yes, you are. If I was to get all of you, yeah. Right, we'll be able to deal with him this turn. And right, end of turn report. We have money. We are making profit. That's good. However, Himsul Malaga's now ill, but Corduba apparently is feeling better. But this guy just, yeah. I think his number's up, which is a shame. But for once, Corduba's actually happy. So I guess all it needed was a good old plague to purge all the people who were like being dicks. Retrain what you can, and then see me later after class. Right, most advanced faction, it's me again. Good. And faction announcements. Velocia Rusicada, my spy based in Croton, has unfortunately passed away. Sotera has also been born. Himsul Malaga now has a quartermaster and a Chirigan. And Kilitable Nephris has an overseer. Hiramasino has a treasurer and a Chirigan. And Igiricus Serta has a procurator and a numismatist for more money. And Ribadia Lorki has a hostage. You just love taking hostages, don't you? And Kilitable Nephris has an architect. Right, you might. Oh, you're my. Why are we getting hostages all the time? I don't get that. We seem to just have a thing for really getting like hostages now. I mean,
Wait one.
Jubal has one, and God, these Egyptians are like so bad at taking bait, aren't they? By the way, bribe an Egyptian and see what happens. Nope. Right. Construction report by the way. Segesta has irrigation, medial lane, and secret police network. Levavum has a temple to Tanit, but can't be upgraded further. Let's get you working on communal farming, by the way, Levavum. Firm on a blacksmith. Corinth has completed its awesome temple to Baal, so start working on some sacred band. Bilazoran Execution Square. Larissa is now working on its awesome temple, as is Athens. So there we go. We're going to be pumping out those sacred band, aren't we now? Kydonia has a barracks, and that's it for now. So there's a recruitment, Numantia some Libyan spears, Carthage some sacred band, Oscar some slingers, Scalabis some peasants, Alicia some sacred band cavalry, skirmishers from Batavium, Sparta some sacred band, Arimians and Poenes, Apollonius some Iberian infantry, and that's it. Right. Quite a few things to worry about this turn. First things first, do we defend or do we conquer? For we are now in a position where we could take Tarentum within this turn. Captain Heranius will not be an issue. Croton we're just going to hold on to, but Captain Tertius will be getting ready to wander over and say hello. So I think it's time we got you first things first. Oh, fuck. What's in my way? Oh, fucking Britannians, really? Right, if the army was to disembark here, they would make it to Croton, right? Could you lot just go and camp outside Croton, basically, and you're not, like, helping, but, oh, actually you are helping. Basically, hang around there and add to my gravitas. Right. You, Juba Gisco, initiate your siege at Tarentum, and I'll check in with you in a minute. I think I will go defensive first today. I feel like I must deal with the Brutii and Batavium, or Arimnium to be more accurate. For now, hold your siege, and we'll deal with you later on today. Or maybe on the next episode, because we've got about 20 minutes left-ish, sort of. We're in that area now. Captain Juba, you're waiting for further orders from me? Right. Arimnium, what do we know about Arimnium? Well, Quintus Maro is sieging us. He's new. Right, can we make him unnew? Can we make him more like dead?
Death stalks.
Yeah, that can be arranged. Get rid of him. Let's just tip the odds in my favour and make sure we don't even have a general. I mean, seriously, it must be so bad. We're getting a new general every turn and I just keep killing him at the same consistent rate. Maybe you should invest in some more bodyguards, Brutii, or better protection. Just because I'm still going around and wiping them all out, so yeah. I would recommend that you do something about that. If we're just see about the dead, please. Excellent job. Right, that makes this army much easier because that's the general's bodyguard gone, and that's going to be that army more prone to routing. And you'll be dealt with next, service minute. Who is the heir still, though? That is what I want to know. Right, so, what are we dealing with now? So, we've got a unit of legionary cavalry, early legionary cohorts, 2 legionary regulari, onagers, and some archers. Right. I think, honestly, maybe my troops might be enough. But then again, at the same time, I want that artillery support. That's what's nagging me in the back of my head. I mean, I've got adequate cavalry, but I don't think I have adequate infantry. That's what's nagging me at the most. So, by the way, what's our temple situation here? Oh yeah, we're on battle. Right, keep building it up. I think actually Batavium, you're near enough ready to march. I think if I send Batavium's army south now, that might work. Or if Arretium could dispatch some extra infantry. I mean, that's all I really want. I just want some extra infantry. So if we deploy all these Poenes and just basically rock up here, and then we can basically help. So there we go. Right. You, oh wait, fuck, wait, no, you, Timmerson, you need to initiate the battle, because I want this one to be on the field. I don't want this to be a Sally battle. There we go, see, I'm playing the game now. So, strength ratio is 5-2, we definitely outnumber Captain Nero today. I will be controlling Captain Chermies myself, because I said so, and yeah. We've been through his army build, it should be beatable. I just wanted to make sure we have artillery support on the field to make sure we can make this as easy as possible for ourselves. So let's fight this on the battle map and bring this guy down because, well, it's good to be back, Brutii. It's good to have a proper skirmish now. It's the start of a new mini campaign against you.
A battle's never easy, but then it's not meant to be easy. It is a testing ground for men, for noble men. And even the lowest of us is ready for this test! There is no shame in being scared, but fear should never be your master. Now cheer, you noblest of men, and sound the advance!
Right, let's get ready to advance, my men.
Await my orders!
So first is us, Poenes, you make your line here, and that's really about it. General, you're behind in support, and you may prepare
New troops
to
have arrived on the
arrive.
battlefield! Send them to the point of crisis!
I probably should have accounted, by the way, for the possibility of my men even not turning up. Still, our new army is here. They are going to be a little bit behind because, well, they're coming from this direction, so... And the enemy has just deployed way off in the corner where I can't touch them because, well, that's obviously what they were going to do. And the enemy does have artillery of their own, so there may be a bit of an artillery game going on. However, that just basically means I'm going to have you two onagers basically rock up together. And if you could basically move into position where you can start attacking the enemy, that would be fantastic because they have a hill. Right, cavalry. Let's start basically making our line here. So, cavalry, I want you here. Sacred Band Cavalry, I want you here. Extra Poenes, I want you here. And skirmishers, you can be here. Right, everyone has an order. Everyone knows where they need to be. Let's wear down these enemies as much as possible because it's going to be an uphill climb. They have artillery and archers. They're not going to make this easy for us. So, you know what, Onager? One of you target the archers. One of you focus on bringing down this infantry. And that would be the optimal combination of deaths. Less archers they have, the easier getting up this hill will be. We'll still be issuing the artillery, but we might just get lucky and hopefully it'll either dither about or it'll be really inaccurate in its shots. Brutii are going to just hover around. Looks like I'm just going to do that thing where we just readjust their formation every now and then. But overall, they're not in a good situation. I mean, their general's just been assassinated. They're now dealing with basically they're outnumbered in their own homelands. I mean, that's the tragic part. I mean, there's now more Carthaginians in Italy now, basically, than Romans at this rate. So, yeah, I'm definitely making this my own little peninsula now. We own it. Simple as that. It's now Carthage's property. And we were going to buy it, but then we realised that the Brutii I don't really like paying money, except when it's to buy a shitty one-turn alliance that they break. Right, hello. What's going on over here? You coming over to say hello, Brutii? You may come over if you wish, but I will send something to deal with you. Or not. I think they were just scouting. Alright. Weird, but okay, we'll permit it. Anyway, why is one of you so far ahead? One of you guys just really athletic and is the other one just really slow or something? Come on, guys. Let's get a bit of elbow grease going on here. I mean, we need to be ready to deal with these enemies, and the camera just really went fucking weird there, didn't it? Right. But yeah, we're just going to move in. Artillery's nearly in its position it needs to be in now. If the enemy does try to advance, then we'll just have to basically scramble some cavalry at this rate. Or first one has actually just got it right. Infantry, let's start making our position then. Like I said, I don't want to be close enough for them to start hitting us back, but if we maybe line up about there, we should be alright, really. So, cavalry, if you could just line up here, please, and general, you go here and there. We should be in a position where we can hit the enemy and not get hit back. That's our first hit, by the way. We managed to bring down some of the Legionary Regulari, so I like that a lot. And, ooh, this looks like a good shot, actually. Oh, just shy. I heard someone do a really loud sneeze by the way. It's good. Ashoo. Right. Keep it up, artillery. I know it's not an easy shot because, you know, you are shooting it up a hill, but yeah, this artillery is actually really making the effort. Ooh. That was good. That was very good. There's a few less archers, well, hitting us now. And, oh, this is a good shot. Oh. If only had taken out one of these bastards, that would be even better. We could try and snipe it really, but the thing is, I think if we get in it, if it gets in our range, we'll be in its range. So for now, let's not snipe it. I think for now, ooh, beautiful shot there, right? Artillery, just keep it up. That's all I ask, really. Just keep it up. I mean, you must be nearly in a position now where you can hit something. Come on, oh! Ooh, dear Brutii. Yeah, this is not going good at all. What are we on now? What are our percentages? I mean, we've only 4% and we've only had about 3 good shots. This is not looking good for you, Brutii. This is not looking good at all. Right. We've got both our artillery now taking pot shots at the enemy. Looks like they're trying to get their artillery into position, but they're not very interested. Actually, just moving around. We're only saying forward and move. It's alright, we're not retreating just yet. Right. You try and stay in position, but yeah, looks like they're bringing their artillery out to play now. We'll observe where it goes. If it tries to get into our range, what we'll do is we'll just retreat our line back a little bit. I think that'd be the most appropriate action. Or they're just gonna, yeah, we're gonna dither. That's fine by me. Ooh. Artillery, just solely target these guys now, because I'm pretty sure if you hit the archers, that'll just be a bonus. You know what you're doing. I mean, we've got some shots here just like arcing off into no man's land. Let's try and keep our shots a little more accurate, please. I mean, oh, there we go. Oh, a few dead cavalry there. This is what I like to see now. We'll just let this speed its way through now. We'll just let all this happen. I mean, because really it's now just watching fire get spewed all over the shop. But I saw another one there. A few more dead. Oh, more dead legionaries. They're not doing well today. Oh, another good shot. Fantastic. Oh, that unit's getting a bit fucked now, isn't it? I mean, it's just, god damn. I'm trying to hit the play button. Right? I mean, not your day today, is it, you lot? I mean, yeah. That unit's getting a bit smaller now. Right, one of you want to have another go? Oh. God, you just hate to see aspiring young legionaries get absolutely whomped by me. Actually, oh no, wait, sorry. I love to see aspiring young legionaries get absolutely whomped by me. It means they don't become veterinaries and urbans and stuff that will be a pain in my ass to deal with later on. No. Deal with them before they become an issue. That's going to be our attitude, right? Whoa! Nearly there, right. Either way, we are now basically hitting very, very hard. So let's just keep this one going. So, oh, we are getting better and better. Oh, good hit there. Good hit there, right. First unit of artillery is actually now just wrapped up its attack, so we're going to keep targeting the archers now. And if we hit anything else, that's just a bonus for us. And, ooh, I see that was a big bonus there. We managed to, nearly there, right. Either way, I think that's quite a... Oh, nice. Oh, he's pulling back. Cavalry, you're probably not going to catch him, but if you want to come and have a go at it, you are very welcome to do it, because I think at least the artillery might get left behind, but... Looks like after all that artillery, he just couldn't take it anymore, so fine. Let him retreat for now. We'll catch up with him another day. For now, men, you have done a very nice job. Well, actually, no. How much reserve did we take out before he broke, by the way? What did we take down? 18%. No wonder he retreated then. Artillery, call it a day. Let the cavalry deal with it now. Cavalry, you need to be running in, by the way. You can't just be walking in. We need to be, like, blasting in as quick as we can. But no, he's going to get away for today. Okay, Brutii. We'll play again another day. I'm just going to go and help myself to Tarentum or Croton now. No, it's Tarentum. I'm just going to go help myself now. So, if you want to see me at that battlefield, then be very, very welcome to do so. Looks like that artillery's getting left behind, by the way. Right, all cavalry units, get in there and take them down. Let's make sure we don't have any onagers left, because, yeah, they don't know what to do. They want to retreat, but they don't want to leave that expensive military equipment behind, because it means they'll probably be dead if they commit the crime of letting this fall into my hands, because I can always use a few extra onagers. Oh,
the enemy cowards
yeah, another routing. Make them rout for good, or make them dead. Either way, Brutii. I thought we were going to get a fight, but then again, I actually know what this does bring very familiar. You guys always retreat, don't you? Because you guys are just really bad at fighting me. Because if the balance of power is in my favour initially, you guys just don't want to know half the time. So yeah, now it all comes back to me.
Victory lies in your grasp, and there is nothing the enemy can do but run.
So all I've got to do to beat the Brutii is just slightly overpower them, and then I'll just run away like the cowards they are. Anyway, another, 2 flawless victories in one day. What is happening today? But then again, only 200 kills, so it's not really, like, fantastic, but oh well. You do what you can, really. And what we did was, give him a bit of a punching with the artillery. How far are you gonna go, my little loser?
Victory is ours, mighty one.
Nice job, Timothy. Make your way back to Retium and await further orders, though. If you get intercepted by the Senate, then that's not going to be fun anyway. Right, you, Juba, Mr. Gisco, move in, take this town down, please. I want it. What is Tarentum's garrison, by the way? Should we double check? It's this dude. Praetorian, most likely an urban, and a legionary camp. We can deal with that. I'm confident in you. Oh, and there's also a stray unit of auxilia, which we will try and intercept outside. So they will be on our left-hand side, I believe, when we deal with them. Then again, it's just a unit of auxilia. So if they get away, it's not going to be the end of the world. But let's see what happens. Launch your assault on the city, please. Okay, Decius, build your way out of this one. And, oh, it's just some legionary regulari. Right, we'll deal with this one. Right. Fight it on the battle map, please, Juba. And, well, happy hunting.
Now is the time for battle. Pull on your armor, grasp your shield and take up the blade. For our enemies, the sun has risen for the last time. And at the last, brave and noble soldiers, I say this: fight with the courage our people expect. Fight like men!
Yeah, that's about all there really is to ask of this. Right, lads.
Await my orders!
Await any orders, but then again, your orders today are go in there and get the kill. Right, so, as far as I'm aware, the enemy will deploy over here, at least some will deploy over here, near these lovely beachside town you got here. Don't know why you don't capitalise on these beachside fronts and maybe just integrate the port into the city, but, oh well, I'm not a city building expert, am I? Good, we could just deploy right on the coastline today, couldn't we? Have a little beach party before we take the city. But yeah, we need to pick our angle of attack first. So we'll have a Brutii approaching from here. They'll be heading for this gatehouse. Honestly, is it worth chasing them? Probably not really. We do have this entrance into the city today, which will allow us to... Oh wait, this is our usual entrance. Fuck. It's weird because we're on this side today. This isn't our usual angle of attack. But we could take this wall quite easily, capture the gatehouse, and then do our usual dance from there, really. I mean, we can... I mean, actually, yeah, we are accustomed to fighting on this side of the city as well, as it will allow us to basically move in and capture these plazas that I so very much covet. So... yeah, bugger it, we'll just go for this side today. I mean, I guess we will. It's where we've deployed, so, yeah, and to be honest, you know what, it's just a unit of auxilia. I'm not going to the ends of the earth just to bring those guys down. I think we can take them down in the city, because that's where we usually manage to surround and murder the enemy. So, artillery, you're there, you know what you're doing. Sacred Band, you are my main city attacking force today, so we'll get you ready to march in once we have taken the walls. So there we go, you'll be doing your usual thing, blocking up streets and all that. Slingers, you're probably going to be not needed today, but I'll keep you in a formation just in case that changes. Skirmishers, I would like you in the city as well, so let's get you ready. Libyan Spears, you're going to have a job of capturing the gatehouse today, so I'm going to have you there because you're going to be among my initial city taking team. Sacred Band Cavalry, you are forming one mega group today, and you may be in this, you may not be in this, I've yet to decide. General, you're over long shields, and to be honest, you will probably be in this, but I might just keep the Sacred Bands out of this for today. I think I'll have use for them later, but then again, it depends where the Brutii move their armies, because right now their movements are a bit irrational and a bit silly, but oh well, you never know, they might book their ideas up and give us a run for our money soon. Either way, start this battle and bring down my enemies.
The enemy have proved their cowardice. They have reinforcements, as if numbers mattered.
Well, actually, the enemy was just over there, so we actually wanted the correct angle to bring these guys down. I am not sending a unit of cavalry to do them. No, they are auxilia, they are counter cavalry, so it's not going to work. Let them go to the city for now. Let them await their deaths. We'll be saying hello to them soon. Right now, we're focusing on bringing down this wall where the enemy is just running around like busy little bees, basically. They're making their getaway, trying to make sure they're not around for when we bring this down. So, onagers, you're just doing your simple task right now of bringing these walls down, and once that's done, we should be prepared to move on to phase 2, which is, well, we all know how these sieges go. I don't know what's going on over here, by the way. Guys, are you okay, or is this our new fairground attraction we're installing in the city? I'm guessing it just is. I should edit in some oh no, don't stop me doing it now that I'm looking at you. I was going to edit in circus music. Oh well, that's my ideas for a funny edit gone. Alright, whatever. How we're doing over here? Doing good. Right, those guys have managed to make it into the city. Whatevs. If it was a unit of urban cohort, I would be dealing with it, but yeah. I mean, I don't like sounding cocky and like putting my enemy down, but yeah, we can deal with those guys. Got quite a few Brutii lurking on the rooftops, by the way, as in the wall tops. Which makes taking that tower a bit of a concern, because they'll contest it. But I need that tower. Let's also just bring it down with artillery. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I think these are the epic walls. I can't remember. These might have just been the very large walls, but I'm going to assume today they're epics. Either way, just bring them down, and then the artillery can try and whittle down that tower, and if that goes well, then we should be fine. I mean, really, if we just basically not miss a shot, then we usually get away with it. I mean, there we go. This wall is almost well and truly dealt with. Just keep bringing that masonry down like small. It's like a big old Kit Kat, really. Chocolate on the outside, smooth shit in the middle, and then, you know, that's about it, really. As well as also being very, very tasty and triggering my gingivitis.
The cowardly enemy cannot hide! You have breached the walls! Begin the slaughter!
The slaughter will begin when that tower's gone. Right. Bring that tower down, lads. See if you can bring it down to nothing, and then that's going to be my life made a little easier. Alright, shots so far are going quite accurately, so yeah, we shouldn't have an issue with this. Come on, lads. Ammunition's getting quite tight now. Perfect. Alright. Very good job, lads. That tower's down. Our approach into the city should now not be compromised. I mean, we may just march in and go that way around just to avoid alerting those guys. So Libyan Spears can easily take that tower without, you know, arousing suspicion, and those guys won't be able to come and contest it as well. Anyway, last things last. Have a pot shot if you want. You're probably not going to hit them, but if you want a pot shot, then be my guest. That is if you can get into the pot shot taking position in time, which we're doing. Alright lads, go on. Million points we get. I mean, instant promotion if you want. I mean, it won't happen, but, you know, think of it like that. You'll get a promotion if, oops. Well, that's the siege engineer blown up for good. Yep, that's on fire. Oh well. Accidents happen. We done with our ammunition now? We've used it all? There it goes. Final shot, and I don't think it's going to hit anything. Right. Here's how we're going to play it now. Right, so Sacred Band. We can move in and take this part of the city for ourselves, please. Just basically form our line here and contest anything that comes to say hello. I'm going to put you there so then you can deal with any Brutii that come wandering out that tower. Libyan Spearman, your job for today is get in there, take this tower and that gatehouse. Well, at least, well, you know, take the gatehouse as well if you want. And then basically we should be in a position where we can start taking control of the area. That siege engineer is fucked. Which makes me feel a little bit bad, but because I'll have to spend money repairing that now. But at the same time, yeah, bugger it. May as well watch the Brutii things they love burn. Because, also it looks cooler when the shit's on fire, doesn't it? I just got a thing for burning stuff now, haven't I? That's just my thing. I mean, I basically did that at the end of my Julian campaign as well. I just started burning shit because, well, sod it. Ooh, did you get a hit there, by the way? That looked like a hit. I think I was wrong. Oh, well, you had a good go, Onagers, except you still got a shot left, so give it another go if you want, or at least maybe move so we're not causing a weird space-time continuum issue where we cause one of our artilleries to blow up. Right, take your last shot, lad. Come on. Give it a good go. Don't do it. Right. Do you guys maybe move away? Because I don't even... Right, you know what? Fuck it, right. Artillery, just pull out. I don't want you guys breaking anything, so you just get out of there. I'll deal with you later. Or just go and just go and corrupt all my formations. Right. Skirmishers, by the way, let's get you in this city. Let's get you ready to play. So skirmishers, I want you in this city, sort of in a formation, or just, you know, just gather near the breach for now, and I'll deal with you accordingly. Just put yourselves there, and you'll be ready for action soon. Right. So, where my Libyans at? Where my Libyans at? Nearly in the city. Excellent. Got a very simple task, Libyans. Get in there, catch that tower, and then we'll make your way to the gatehouse. Once you get closer, I'm going to have you run it, because I want this to happen quickly, and I know what you guys are like for really, like, buggering up, really, in a way. So just get up there, do it as fast as you can now. You got, you know, you're off for a jog. Because the Brutii will be coming over to say hello very soon, I suspect, or they're not. Where are we at with Brutii? I know I've got 2 units watching the walls up there. They'll be dealt with later. One of the towers is fighting back as well. This is now just fucking rubble. So we've got the big old Imperial Palace here, looking all gaudy and ghastly. We've got the General here, Mr. Builder, and then we've got the Auxiliary and the Cavalry here, right? So either way, whatever they send is probably going to be cavalry based and will therefore die.
Send your troops and take the rest of the settlement.
That I will. Right, Sacred Band, move up and capture this plaza, please. And Libyan Spears, when you are up there, your next objective is just to make sure that that gatehouse doesn't get in my way, which I don't think it will, but better safe than sorry. Move in and take the gatehouse. There we go, my men are very smart. Oh, at least we're dual running it now. Why are we doing it like, well, whatever, let them do it like that. They're not doing me any harm at the end of the day. I mean, if I were dealing with something down there, then it would be annoying me, but let them do it this time around. I'll be lenient. Right, who else needs orders, or does anyone need orders? I think at this point we're alright, except skirmishers, you need to be in the city now. So skirmishers, we could get you set up here. That'd be fantastic. I'm not going to bother with his slingers. I think I'm just going to leave him alone. Come on. There. Just, guys, get there. You know what you're doing now, right? I'm going to group you up as well. Right, gatehouse is now mine. By the way, it was fighting back, but it looks like it should... Well, there we go. Mine. Excellent. Right, it's not going well for the Brutii now. We've got them down. We're going to get them down to a point of crisis. Right, so we're not going to take that gatehouse, unfortunately, which means the Brutii are probably going to actually, no, they're following us now. Right. Slow it down. Slow down this train, lads. Right, you guys, I recommend running at this point. We've got incoming. And cavalry, maybe we should get you in. What are we dealing with? What's coming down? Legionary regulars. Circuit band should be able to put them down without too much issue, if I'm honest. It's going to take the Brutii time to get down as well, but right, one of you guys needs to be ready to hold this pass. So, we need to get you here, and you need to do what you need to do. General, I'm going to make this a solo mission for you, but I want you near that breach now. I'm going to bring you in, and we're going to go for a lovely cheeky hammer and anvil. That's what we're going to do, but either way, time is not on our side, lads. They are coming and they are speeding it, so Sacred Band, I might, well actually you know what, this unit here, I'm going to recommend you run into your formation and just be ready, because I feel like the Brutii are not being patient. I mean, we've got one unit here, the Praetorians, looks like we'll deal with them later on, but these guys, they're coming down at speed, so we need to be ready to deal with them. Right. Still, this should all work out for us in the end. We'll let the other Sacred Bands get into their formation. So you lot, you need to form up and defend this area here. So we will be watching this street here. I will advance your formation in a minute. For now, you guys are getting in your formation. That is excellent. I know I've had to run you, and I know it's, well actually it's barely cost you any stamina anyway, so we're alright really. Anyway, I just wanted to make sure you were in your formation. So just let the other dudes just get through, please. Brilliant. Right. Form your phalanx, lads. Right, where are we going over here? Oh, wait, we're going to make... Oh, you're not going to make it worth... Wait, right. General, I don't like being scorned when I make formations, especially for my foes. Make them come to me. Give him a right good kicking. He's noticed us, right. General, lure him to the formation. Don't engage him just yet. I want him to come. I want his attention. Come on. You can't resist me. Oh, wait, we can resist. Fuck. Or is he gonna not resist? No. Pretend to throw a pillar. I think I might have just confused. No, he's coming. Good. We've lured him. General, slow it down. Make yourself a target, basically. March in. March to formation nice and slow. When I give you the signal, we'll blast off. Either way. I like to... Oh, wait, actually, no, he's coming in fast. God damn it, you're a fast dude, aren't you? Can't wait to get the meat. That is my horsies. Either way. I'm going to work out for you. Wait, are you guys fighting? Who's making fucking combat noises? Weirdos, right. Anyway, I fear something else is coming this way. We've got movement over there. Right, one of you lot... move in and provide a solid blockade of this street. And another one of you also do the same. You back up my guys here. And skirmishers, you're man in the middle basically, so or men in the middle. And looks like the lure didn't work in the end. No, he ain't falling for it. Right, I'm not playing the lure game all day. We'll move in, we'll get aggressive. Or are we? I don't know. Can you just make your mind up where the fuck you're going, dude? I think he's just going to defend this part of the city indefinitely, actually. Okay, whatever. Right. Phase 2, lads. We control this plaza. It's pretty much uncontested at this point. I'll leave one guy behind just to monitor our claim, but right. Phase 2, we need to control this area. Now, we do have the issue of that tower watching us, but we should be safe if we deploy here and no further than that. So I want 2 of you to go there. Should be no one approaching on that street, so I want you guys to basically defend this street here, and we should be safe from that point forward. Whether or not this guy tries to follow us, I just don't know. If he does, you know what, the cavalry can deal with him, so let's just make sure we're... I mean, I just want this street taken. I mean, I want this, you know... You guys form up your group now. I mean, Libyan spearers could also distract him as well in a way. Should have probably brought in the slingers at this point. And yeah, so General, you get here. Skirmishers, where I'm going to put you is a little bit of an ish, really. So for now, I'm going to wait until we can form our formation. I'm going to bring you in. But for now, if you want to deploy just halfway up the street, then that is absolutely fine by me. So we can't just cross this rubble wave. Pretty much, I mean, you've near enough got pretty much, you know, line of sight now. Not quite perfect line of sight, but you're getting close. Right, it's the other way. Do have a few enemies lying in wait, though. They are waiting to say hello to me, those lovely cavalries. That's a general as well. Bringing him down will be a very big... Wait, have we got two general? Oh, wait, yeah. The Auxilia is technically a general unit today. They like to feel special, but really, yeah, they don't count. Yeah. So, right, lads, let's get moving in, and then we should be ready to make our next move. Where are those idiots going, by the way? Nowhere is where they're going. They're obviously going nowhere in life today. I mean, come on, guys. Are you guys just, like, really dense or something? Oh, well, I'll see you at the main plaza when I'm winning. Simple as that, really. Right. My men are getting deployed. The enemy general doesn't give a shit. Like, he doesn't really give a shit about how this whole war's going because he doesn't even care about his own faction that he's supposed to be leading. Oh, right, actually, he's having a little bit of a shift. Right, where are you going? Away is where he's going, actually. Yeah, he isn't interested. I think apparently we've got movement over here, though. Or was I wrong? No, I'm guessing it's just this guy, yeah. He ain't interested. He is wasting my time at this point. Right. Except we actually are going to get our first fight. Good. We're going to have an engagement now. Right, you two, you should have no issue. What are you dealing with? Legionary cohort, right. You two should be fine. You lot, just deploy there just in case the enemy does try to move. But I think for now they are on the run. So just be ready. One unit of skirmishers. Get yourselves over here. Or even better yet, get yourselves over there. Or over here, actually, where you can hit on the flank. Either way, you know what you're doing because here comes the enemy and they're just going to, well, blindly run into that phalanx formation and then basically, well, they're going to suffer the consequences for doing that, for making that tactical error. So you lot just enjoy being dead. I mean, seriously, you're already winded. That's probably what you get for running all over the fucking city like idiots. Yeah, these guys aren't going to last. Their flanks are exposed. I'm not going to exploit it today, though, because of that big old dirty gatehouse watching me, but yeah. Guys, you have allowed this plaza to come under my control. You are very silly for allowing that to happen. Those guys are just definitely not fighting today. So, right, deal with these guys. Then once we're in, we'll get ready for the final shebang on the plaza. And then we can move into our lovely new city, which we will call Tarentum. Or Tarenit, or something. I can't rename cities, can I? So, no, whatever. Carthage occupied Tarentum or something like that. Except it's not occupied, it's liberated. Liberated from a bunch of idiots who couldn't run this city anyway. They couldn't turn a profit on it. And yeah, this is all we're doing right now, isn't it? We're just dealing with them. I mean, yeah, their morale's going to break. My morale is doing absolutely a-okay. There's just no other way about it. They're going to lose. I mean, there we go. Shaken. Come on. Look, we're getting a little steadier. How are we doing? Losses are at a bare minimum right now. Just keep it going, lads. Shouldn't be any issue really. I mean, yeah, they're losing. I mean, our guys are beginning to lose stamina. Their stamina is worse though, so it should get exhausted any second, and that'll just apply enough penalties for this to be pushed into my favour. I mean, there we go. They're now completely exhausted. These two guys are not doing too well now, so it's going to be on these two guys to finish this battle at the end of the day. And there we go. Perfect. Let them crunch into the formation and get killed, lads. You did very good there. I'm seeing very. I mean, you're alright. Your stamina's down, but you know you're putting a good fight. But overall, you've mushed that enemy army with a bare minimum of losses. So I'm very proud of that. Anyway, finish him off, lads. Perfect result. Right. Let's get ready to finish this job off. Right. The enemy has now retreated, and they are preparing for their final stand. Now, as the enemy always does, they get very irritated if I commit the sin of setting foot on the plaza. So, let's prepare to occupy these streets. You lads, I know you're very tired at this point. There is a little bit more fighting left to do. I'm going to try and make sure that most of the fighting isn't lumped onto you, but, you know, we're nearly there. Oh, then again, actually, since the ball's in our court, why don't we stay and rest? Yeah, Lads, cease movement. We're gonna have a quick picnic in the middle of a Roman city. We can just let it happen, really. I mean, if these guys are tired, let them have a rest. It's clear that the Romans are, the Romans don't have any time to lose. I mean, or nothing to. I mean, let's face it, the Romans just don't care. So get your stamina up. We'll just talk about something random in the background, such as, oh dear, the fucking banner carrier died again. It's very good at doing it. Oh, that's a good shot actually there. Look at that. The lone dude in the Brutii attack. You know, I've sod it. I'm making out. Oh, 2 lone dudes. Okay, I'm making out a screenshot. Thank you, Steam. Right. But yeah, I mean, look at this little dude there. That poor little flag carrier. He dies so much. But then again, it always looks very symbolic, doesn't it, having it just lie down there. Right, how are we doing for now? We're on winded and tired. Right. Let's get you up to warmed up, and then we should be fine. I mean, that's a good little rest I've given you there. See, I take care of my men. I'm not whipping them into battle all the time, am I? Looks like these lads, I think they're just a little bit past it at this point, but they did the majority of the fighting, so that is understandable. If I get you guys up to winded, I'm going to assume you'll be fine. I mean, there we go, winded. I'll give them maybe 30 seconds just to, well, not 30 seconds, 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, because I'm playing at triple speed. That should be enough time for them to speed in the nice territory of winded, so there we go. And these guys are actually now fresh. So, right. Let's pick it back up, lads. Let's keep on moving. So, prepare your assault here. I want all my regular cavalry ready as well. So if you guys could come in and say hello. And you two lads, if you could prepare your formation there. And we will be ready to finish the party. Or finish the fight, or whatever we're calling it. Skirmishers, you will advance this way as well, please. If you could just advance that way. And that should be everyone dealt with, really. I mean, the general is in range, but long shields won't take too long as well. I'll let the long shields take their time, because we're going to take our time. I mean, honestly, the Sacred Band probably are near enough capable of winning this battle on their own today. I mean, they're just on the top of their game at the minute, and the enemy is so far not on their game. It is pretty much a certainty. I mean, we'll just have to observe just to make sure that the enemy doesn't do anything cheeky against us, but I think as far as I can tell, it is the enemy just being very, very lax. Or relaxed, or, well, bone idle, really. Either way, this battle is firmly in my court, firmly going to be a victory for Carthage today, so welcome to my new town. Another town taken. What's that, 43 now? Oh dear, you're making this victory too easy now. I thought I was going to have to really fight it out, but I guess we left the hard times behind a long time ago now. I mean, it's not necessarily the easy times. I mean, let's face it, the enemy's still going to resist us every step of the way, but we are definitely at that point now where things are becoming less challenging and more don't fuck it all up now. Simple as that, really. And again, the hardest challenges are yet to await. Egypt will not be an easy one to crack. Right, skirmishers, you're getting ready, so let's get you lined up nice and ready for making some attacks. Remember, no foots on the plaza or the enemy gets really, really whingy. Cavalry, I don't know where we are with you. Where are we with you? Let's just zoom it out. Right, we're getting close. Right, cavalry, I'm going to ask you just to speed it up a little bit now. Many of these guys, where we are? Right, we're not too far away at least, but yeah. If you guys could just, well, magnetize yourselves, just get in nice and quick, please. About everyone's happy, right? Cool. So I think what we'll do is we're going to get the 2 Sacred Bands here to advance forward. And then what will happen is while they engage, we'll get the other 2s to sort of close in. And we'll have the skirmishers try and provide basically a few javelins in the back. Obviously there is a risk of friendly fire, but hopefully my guys will be sensible and not basically get a javelin smashed into one of my guys' faces, and hopefully our shields will come in useful as well to just deflect that. Otherwise it'll be like me playing Mountain Blade when drunk, because I've been playing it while drunk recently. I actually tried to multiplayer on Mountain Blade Warband. Tried the siege mode. It's not the best like multiplayer in the world. Oh, by the way, it's a giant little hate. It's saying hi actually, very badly, but hi. Hi from the Brutii. I was in hidey hi, we're about to die. Right. Guys, I hope your formation's ready because the cavalry isn't going to hang around now. Guys, just make your formation now, but come in. I think that's one of the more annoying traits of the enemy in these battles, by the way. They always have to wait for me to start this shit, and well, it ends up with this shit happening. We just play, let's just lump it all on one unit, and then we'll make it break. They get their one token little victory against me, right? Cavalry, let's speed it up. I need you in here now. Units, make your formation, because I mean, we know what the enemy's just playing their game now. They're just gonna cramp everything on one unit and then just blow it up. They're just focus firing. So right, skirmishers, I want you on there, but really get into range now. Don't wait, get into range. Cavalry, you need to hit right in the back of those Praetorians now, because this unit is now suffering a lot of pressure. We're pushing as hard as we can here. Just try and push on this general. He needs to come down. I mean, he's already a meaty enough bugger as it is. Sacred Band Cavalry might be an idea to get you in here now. I may have been a bit cocky with my numbers, but it was kind of on the assumption that that the enemy would behave like a normal person when commanding their units and not like an absolute idiot. Or just go into a full-on weirdo psycho mode. Anyway, cavalry's coming in to basically start smashing away at those Praetorian cohorts, so that's excellent. I want you to try and pull towards that general. He is our focus target now. Get in there, bring him down. Javelins, bring down the Auxilia and bring down the Praetorians. Everyone else, get rid of this enemy general. The Legionary Cavalry, that's been cut down to size, alright. But this commander, he needs to be brought down. And already, his unit's nearly halved in size, so we're moving in the right direction. But we have lost way too many men so far. I mean, we're already down to 2 Sacred Band units, and I think another one's just called it quits. Or at least, no, wait, the Long Shield Cavalry called it quits, so that doesn't surprise me in the slightest. Right, General, get yourself out of there. Right. We're doing good against the general, but he's still alive and kicking, right? Anyway, I'm bringing in the Sacred Band Cavalry now just to finish this one off. Where they are is the question of the day. But right, they're taking their time. For fuck's sake, right? I need them in now. Sacred Band Cavalry, you need to be in this. You need to be in this as soon as possible. I think I've juggled it a bit. Right, General. Get in there and try and help my units, because their units breaking up, and it's really because of Brutii. I just went to a full-on fucking psycho mesh instead of an organised battle today. So that's where they've caught me out, and because, well, let's face it, the Brutii aren't civilised. They're fucking brutes. I mean, it's in their names. You know, they don't do nice engagements. They don't act like normal people. They just fucking throw everything they want in there like some great big bloody bastard, and then hope for the best, but don't think of tactics, but just think of what's going to get me best things ever. Right, anyway, Sacred Band units just broken up, but either way, even if I've lost my Sacred Band there, the Brutii casualties are extremely serious at this point. Skirmishers are doing what they can now, but the general has his eyes firmly set on them. So Sacred Band Cavalry, how close are we? We're in the city walls, but we're not in the plaza, are we? So come on, lads. I don't have time to lose. Get in here now, because I can tell you now, the cavalry are coming back, and the general, I don't want him dying on me, and he's running away.
Your general has chosen cowardice and runs away! How can soldiers fight for such a creature? Right,
skirmishers, stand your ground. You're going to have to fight this one out. Try and get an engagement with those auxiliaries going. You might do better against them than you would against these fucking cavalry, so... I mean, by that, I mean, you're not going to do fantastic, but you're going to ground. Fuck's sake, guys. You could have held for at least 1 second. Right. Let's be on the cavalry now. Libyan spears as well. Why don't you come in and try and help? I'm not going to bring the slingers in. They won't do anything. Oh, will it? Oh, fuck. Slingers, get yourselves in here. Oh, God, this is going really badly now. Fucking sake. Well, no, it's not the Sacred Band's fault. They really put the effort in. It's the bloody Brutii and their bloody brutes tactics, really. But I mean, all they did was just try and just basically slam an engagement all in one unit and just put a massive pressure on it, and then just basically play like fucking arse wipes, really. I mean, it's basically the school of, well, who can be a bigger dick. We are taking a bit of fire from that ballista tower, by the way, because, yeah, some of my units are taking a bit of an unwise way out of the city. Either way, Sacred Band Cavalry, that general is trying to chase down my men. I want you to make sure this time when he has an engagement, he doesn't run away. Because you know what? I set up all these lovely engagements for you to lose, and then you just decided that you couldn't be bothered. You know, you're a lazy bastard, Quintus, so... Or whatever your name is, Decius, sorry. Either way, you're not going to build yourself any excuse. You're not going to build yourself a way out of this either. No, all you're going to be building is your own tomb. And even then, it's not going to be a good one. The sea's just over there, so I think that might be a good tomb for you to use. Anyway, there it goes. Down goes the bastard.
The arrogant Roman leader is dead, and his men fear your wrath.
Arrogant is the optimal word today. Right, cavalry, get in there and get ready. A few of my skirmishers did come back, but I haven't got any ammo, but we may be able to make a use out of them. Libyan spears, oh, they're too far away. Right, Sacred Brand Cavalry, I think it's going to be on you today. We're going to finish this off. I do believe there are facilities to have you retrain, so I will allow this engagement to go forth, and to be honest, I just want victory now. That is all I want. I want these guys brought to the point of crisis, and I want them down. We outnumber them, and we can outmaneuver them as well. I know, really, we are looking a little bit weird on the stamina, but at the same time, they're probably not in a much better position. So one of you going for the head-on charge, one of you prepared to flank charge, and the other one of you also prepared to flank charge. Either way, we're gonna hit them hard, and we're gonna hit them relentlessly. So right, one of you get in there, flank it. You get past there, and oh god, I'm gonna crash into my own men, aren't I? That's going a bit weird, but either way, we're smashing these guys into the point of crisis, like we said. I mean, basically, we're giving them a taste of their own medicine, if you get what I mean. You know, they did this to me. I'm doing this. Oh god, if you really want to engage the Oxley, fine, go for it, but you're not gonna win. Now get away from the Oxley, you idiots. Right, skirmishers, give them a little bit of fun. Right, how are we doing over here? Well, we've actually managed to smash them. There we go. So I guess the Brutii tactics work. I don't like using these ones. I feel like this is wasteful, inefficient, and stupid, but oh well. For now, it gets me access to Croton, and it means Tarentum is mine as well. So basically, that's the Brutii strength thirded, because, well, I've only got 3 bloody territories left. One of them is barely theirs anyway, because it was really Stiffy-eyed, but then again I kind of assassinated them out of the game, so yeah. Either way, is this guy going down yet, or is he just going to stand around? There we go, right. Finish the job, lads. Bring down his annoying reinforcements and put an end to this whole goddamn battle. I'm not particularly pleased with the outcome. I felt like it could have gone a lot better, but then again I guess we won at the end of the day. Either way, try to avoid dying too much, lads.
The enemy general has been killed. Now we will see the measure of his soldiers' courage.
Quite a few of my guys are going down here, but either way, looks like victory will go to me at the end of the day. They're out of the game. Finish them off, lads. Come on, last guy, kill him.
Your skillful command has snatched a victory from the jaws of defeat, but only just.
Skillful, only in that the enemy had no skill, and it somehow countered my skill, but whatever. That implies I have skills, but yeah. Either way, we won, but we lost too many people because of the enemy's dirty suicide charge, basically. Either way, enough moaning from me. We won at the end of the day, and I guess that's what's most important. We hold victory, and we can hold this town. So let's make sure let's make sure we can hold it. But either way, the Brutii strength is now effectively waning, and a nice old extermination brings in a lot of money to spend. So we should now be in a nice position for spending. So we are going to retrain what we have, repair what we have. I'm not really going to bother building that. Right, start working on additional points. We need to shore up our infantry numbers because right now they're pretty poor. Also demolish whatever temple I have. And begin installing a Baal, please. Actually, no. Do we need... No, we're not going to bother with Baal. You know what? Money. Go in milk cart. I know Baal should be a one to go for, but you know what? I'm thinking long term now, and long term, Tarentum will probably end up being an economic city, so focus on that for now, and then that'll all work out nicely for us at the end of the day. And today is the end of our day, so that is where we're going to call it an episode. And well, what have we achieved? We have brought the Brutii's army down here, and we have also captured Tarentum now, which basically gives me control of Apulia. or basically we now completely own the Adriatic Sea, so hooray for that. And now we just need to snake our way up this coastline to our final destination. So we'll deal with all that next time, such as we're going to plan our attack on Croton, we're going to prepare for other things to happen, and well, so on and so forth. We are basically going to try and starve Croton for as long as possible, by the way, unless I get more artillery. But you know what, the garrison's too big for me to be interested in dealing with. If we could starve it out, that would be fine. I can happily do that and deal with something else in the meantime. But for now, we will call that an episode, so I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you all on the next one. Have a fantastic evening, my friends.